Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to Cash at $Deem by any means. There go to PayPal at Deem by any means. Y'all see that heart with the $? Well, that's the super chat. You can press that at any time your heart desire. Please say it with me, y'all. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciate it, y'all. Let's get straight into it. Gotcha. What Kanye say? What Kanye say, y'all? Gotcha. Right again. I was right again. Oh my God, I was right again. Good morning, people. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's amazing. I just woke up with a question. That's all. This is just a question that was on my mind. I was sleeping. It was just going through my head. Is Turkey losing money like y'all said Al Heyman was when they didn't have a venue for Lamont Roach and Gervontadavis? Oops. Did I ask that question? I was just wondering, y'all, because when Lamont Roach and we knew Lamont Roach and Gervontadavis was going to fight, they had announced the fight, blah, blah, blah. And then y'all remember everybody talking about venue issues and things like that? That's why they don't like Dame, because I don't get amnesia. Y'all remember everybody was talking about all of that? You know what I'm saying? It's a venue problem. Look, we're taking the ticket sales. Remember, people said they was calling the Houston Arena. They was calling the Toyota Center when it came to tank. Those same content creators and YouTube fans and all that, has they called the Allegiant Stadium? Have y'all called Allegiant Stadium to see if the fight is getting on? I was just wondering, even though I know everything is subjective to change. Gotcha. Tell me you not a hater without telling me you not a hater. Hell, y'all expose yourself in what y'all choose to talk about and what you choose not to talk about. See, this is not an accusation on you. People can go look at this. Those YouTube channels, just go type Gervontadavis venue issues and watch how many videos pop up. And just see if those same channels that got those videos, y'all, go do your research. Just go see if those same channels is talking about Terence Crawford and Bud, Turkey, venue problems. At least Gervontadavis and them with the fight we knew was never going to be in the middle of the day, though. I just want to see if y'all going to keep that same energy because y'all call yourself the best content creators. Y'all say y'all the biggest, y'all the baddest, y'all this, y'all that, y'all this, y'all that. And then I just could clearly see your bias. And then I get to sit back and watch and wait and just see what you do. Now, y'all, if you start seeing them making videos after I drop this one, you know where they heard it from because they all know me. They can act like they don't watch, but they do. That's why when you drop videos, the like buttons ain't never where the views is at. That means it's a bunch of eavesdroppers and haters walking around. They eavesdropping. Absolutely, they eavesdropping. I know for a fact. They all know who I am and watch my channel. I know that for a fact because they've all responded. And some of them been smart enough not to. If I was you, I wouldn't do that neither. Yo, when I tell you that these guys are clowns, when I tell y'all that they are fake, meanwhile, let Al Heyman be putting Gervontadavis on undercards and watch how y'all would talk about him. Y'all would not say Al Heyman was this great person and this great promoter, this great businessman if he was putting Gervontadavis on undercards. Let Al Heyman put Tim Tszyu and Keith Thurman as the main event, but have Shakur Stevenson and Gervontadavis as the undercard, or Gervontadavis and William Zepeda as the undercard. Man, y'all lose y'all mind. Y'all talk about how Al Heyman don't know what he doing, the PBC going out of business. Y'all be making up stories talking about he had to do that for Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman was going to leave PBC. That's stuff that y'all would say. So show your bias without showing your bias. Devin, Shakur, Bud, Keyshawn fans, y'all know who I'm talking to. But at the same time, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez got problems with their money. Let that have been PBC. We ain't never heard nobody say they had problems with PBC. As far as when it comes to their money, not even Bud Crawford, who is the biggest anti-PBC person. Think like Bud Crawford been eating since he fought Errol Spence. That's just an observation. Y'all are fake, y'all are phonies, and I'm glad that I get to sit back and expose it. Have you heard anybody say things are subjective to change when it came to Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford? I haven't heard that part yet. I ain't heard no panels. I ain't heard nothing about Bud Crawford and Turkey and how they trying to put this fight on in the afternoon, and they having press conferences and announcing the fights, but we don't even got a venue. Gervontadavis and them did the same thing. The difference is with Gervontadavis, at least Al Heyman was smart enough to not have press conferences until after all of that was figured out. And the fight, and guess what, y'all? I was in the building with the Roach and Tank fight. Yeah, it was packed to the 9. Everybody, all the seats was filled. I was there. Let's see if all 80,000 seats be filled at Allegiant Stadium. You can't even buy the ticket. And I'm going to tell y'all why that is so important, because it is the summertime, people. When they are having a fight, y'all, kids are about to go back to school and all of that stuff matters. People have to put their vacation time in, buy hotels. Y'all know how it is going. They probably already have plans because it's the summertime. Please stop me when I'm lying. I'm just glad that I get to show that how fake y'all are on these YouTube streets, and y'all got picks. Y'all want to do business with Turkey so bad, and y'all nut hugging so bad. You know what y'all say when he put your favorite fighter that you know is not an undercard fighter as an undercard? Well, at least he getting his money. Y'all telling me they names and got room to negotiate. Won't they get their money with whoever they deal with? Now y'all want to talk about the money. Now it's at least they getting their money. But when it was Gervontadavis, y'all said all he cares about is the money. Hip poor crits. Hip poor crits. That's exactly what you are. And I'm glad I get to expose it. Like it, love it, deal with it. Hold on, y'all. Like it, love it, deal with it. You ain't running your big fat mouths and having panels and 1,000 videos about how you was right and you called Toyota Center. Did those same content creators, y'all, have they called Allegiant Stadium yet? Have you seen them going on rants talking about how Turkey losing money? Oh, I forgot. Everything's subjective to change. This is why I made my YouTube channel, to be able to make videos like this. So at least that can't nobody say the truth wasn't on the internet. You just didn't go find it. Come over here. You'll get the real. Oh, yeah, come over here. You'll get the real. I promise you that. And y'all not going to say nothing. You know why? Because you want to nut hug. You want to have relationships with these fighters. That's why y'all don't criticize. Y'all try to, bro, people literally try to put their hat on. I just don't want to. We criticize the fighters too much. I get to criticize people that I pay my money for. The fighters aren't doing me no favor. And I need content creators and y'all to get that out y'all head. Like we so privileged to watch these guys fight. Ain't nobody tell them to become boxers. Boxing would be just fine if they wasn't boxers. Somebody would have been boxing. They owe us. We don't owe them. We don't owe them to be nice to them. We don't owe them to not talk about what's going on and what we don't want to see and like see. That's why they got critics. Imagine if you put out a movie and then get mad and talk about people can't say if they like it or not. I got a YouTube channel. If people don't like what I say, they are allowed to not like what I say. I can't get mad at that if I put my opinion out here to the public. It's funny, y'all. People always want to talk about tearing a black man down until it's Gervontadavis, and then you don't never hear that argument. It's perfectly fine to tear him down and lie on him and say, He ain't signed his part yet of the contract. Meanwhile, Turkey didn't announce the fight. They had the press conferences, and I can't even go buy a ticket. Poor little Tank Tank. Poor little Tank Tank. Y'all already know what this is, though, right? Deem by any means. And I holla at y'all, Earthmen.